Hello, guys. This is Becca, and we're here for Rocking with Becca, even though we're not in the rocking chair. And the lighting is not good. But I wanted to go ahead and do the video, even though I'm not feeling well. I'm not feeling well at all today. I just don't feel good. There's been a lot going on. As y'all know, my son, youngest son, he's here mostly during the week because his job brings him closer to us than his house. So even though he has a travel trailer he sleeps in, he still takes a bath here, he eats here, he washes clothes here, and he's still my son that tries to correct me and tell me what I'm doing wrong and what I need to do different. So he's still my son. That hasn't changed. And so it's really, I don't mean to sound bad, but it's really wearing on me. It's really wearing on me that because I can't, during the day when he's at work I can, but still, I know, I feel like I'm such a bad mother. But it's just really wearing me down. Although I don't have to do anything for him. He washes his own clothes. He gets, if my husband fixes a meal, he fixes enough for my son. But if my husband don't cook a meal, then my son gets his own food. I don't have to do anything for him. But it's just, that when he's sitting in here, I can't go on about my day. I mean, my night, evening, like I normally do. I have to, make sure my door's closed when I take a shower, go to the bathroom when he's here. I usually take my insulin shot in the kitchen, so if he's here, I have to go to my bedroom to take my shot. Just different little things. It's just petty little things that probably people look down on me for feeling the way I do about it, but I'm just wore out. So I really didn't feel like sitting in the nursery today. I'm just here in the living room in my recliner. I have a love seat recliner. One side of it's Macy's and one side of it's mine. Macy's are my babies. I try to keep my babies there, but Macy don't let me very often. Whichever baby I have for the day, I try to let it sit over there on the other recliner on the love seat. But Macy's all up here in here, which is fine. She's, she likes attention, and when I'm holding a baby, she feels a little jealous, and so I try to give her a lot of attention also. So I try not to leave her out, and I don't leave her out. She demands attention. You can't help but give her attention because she demands it. But anyway, I thought I would come on today. Look in the camera. Look in the camera. Look right up there. I took her pacifier away from her so she'd leave me alone, and she's looking everywhere for it. It's right above my head. You can't see it in the camera, but there it is on my dog pillow up there. I put it up there where she would kind of leave us alone a little bit. I hope that saliva don't ruin my baby. You licked my baby. I hope it don't ruin the silicone. Your chemicals in your saliva. I hope it don't ruin the silicone. Yeah. I know it. You my baby. Yes, you are. I know it. You my baby. Yeah. But anyway, I am going to do the babies of the day. I was eating some nuts. I didn't know if that was a piece of nut on my lip or what. I have my coffee, and I'm going to be sipping on it. So, rocking with Becca, if you're new to my channel, I'm usually in the nursery in my rocking chair, rocking a baby. And I share with you the baby of the day, or babies of the day. I usually have two. And, excuse me, I do a shout out of a channel that's has less than 1,000 subscribers. And then we usually have a topic. But I think I pretty much already talked about my topic, and that's how I'm feeling. Because I'm just not up to a long video today. We shall see. We shall see. But usually when I say that, it's long anyway. But for my babies of the day, if I can quit yawning, I have little Caden. Caden is my babe side silicone baby, and I love him. Oh my goodness, I love his silicone. And we're going to change him today, but before we change him, I'm going to share with you my new baby that I got yesterday. This is Banks from Ashton Drake, and I love this little boy. Oh my goodness. Ashton Drake is getting to where they're doing really good with their dolls. I think they may have been listening. They may have been listening to their customers. The body is still a little short, but not as short as it normally is. And he's adorable. Just look at that face. Just look. You couldn't ask for a more beautiful face. He is adorable. I love him. I named him Banks Eugene. And then I got to later thinking about his name, and I switched it around and said Eugene Banks. I think Eugene Banks sounds better than Banks Eugene. But even though his first name is Eugene, I'm still wanting to call him Banks. So I did change his first name, and let his first name be Eugene and his middle name Banks. But I'm probably going to call him by his middle name. Because I just like the name Banks. So I'm still going to call him Banks. Even though on record his first name is Eugene. But then I like Eugene, and I like that I could call him Gene instead of Eugene. So I don't know, guys. I'm kind of, I don't know if I want to call him Banks or if I want to call him Eugene or Gene. I don't know. We'll just see which one sticks. So whichever one of those three, whether I call him Gene, Eugene, or Banks, it's my Eugene Banks. We'll just see how it goes. I still haven't decided completely on that. But I do love him. I love him. I love him. I do have another video I'm going to be doing later on, if I'm able. It's kind of like a twinning collaboration with Heavenly Reborn Dolls. Is that her name? Come up here. Heavenly Reborn Dolls. I will have her link. Well, I won't put it in this video. I'll have it in the other video. But she got in touch with me yesterday, and asked me, she said she had the same Paradise Galleries doll that I do, which is the one that came in yesterday, the one I named Miles. And it's the Peekaboo from Paradise Galleries. She said she had that sculpt and wanted to know if I wanted to twin with her. And we're not going to have exactly the same outfit. We're just going to have the same theme. Sorry if the camera shook. It's kind of touching the footrest on the other recliner. And Macy jumped down and it caused it to shake the camera. But anyway, it's going to be the theme that we're going to be doing. That we'll be twinning the same dolls with the same theme. It won't be exactly the same outfit, I don't imagine. So I'm going to try to do that video later this afternoon, and I may do the advent calendar in with that video, but if I don't, then I probably won't do an advent calendar video today. I'll probably catch up tomorrow. We'll see how all that goes. Like I said, I just do not feel good today. I'm just playing it by ear, and I'm just going to see how things go. So what I'm going to do right now is try to readjust the camera where you can see Caden, because this is his last day of triple days with Mommy. And so I want to get him dressed in something warm, which he's in something warm, but I want to change him and get him in something else. And that way he'll be warm while he's in his designated place waiting for his next time with Mommy. So I'm going to pause you so I won't make you too dizzy. And I'm going to try to get him in the camera where you can see him being changed. Alright guys, that is the best I can do. I've got the camera on selfie mode so I can see what I'm doing. And on my camera, on my phone, you can't zoom in on selfie mode. I don't know why, but you can't zoom in on selfie mode. So that's the best I can get it. Maybe it'll be okay. And Macy's gonna block. But Caden had on this little rookie outfit. And we're going to take him out of this. And we're going to put him in this little bear outfit. This is a child of mine preemie. It has the little onesie that says Mommy's Baby Bear. We're going to put this on him. Leave his little hat on. Macy, move, baby. Mama's doing a video. Okay? Just a minute and you get over here. Yeah, guys, I don't mean to be complaining. That was one thing my son was telling me last night, that I needed to get a different mindset, that I needed to be thankful that I wasn't any worse than what I am, and, to think about that there's people that's so much worse off than I am, and kind of made me feel guilty for my complaining, if you want to call it complaining. I don't call it complaining. I call it what I feel like it is, and that's just stating facts of how I'm feeling. I'm not complaining. I am very thankful that I'm no worse off than I am. I'm thankful every day that I'm able to get up out of the bed and dress myself and go about my day as well as I can. But even though I know there's people that's worse off than I am in this world and facing a whole lot more than I am, that don't take away what I'm feeling and what I'm doing, That don't take away my ailments just because I know that there's people that's worse off than I am. And just because I mention that I'm hurting, or I mention that I'm not feeling good, doesn't mean that I'm not thankful that I'm as good as I am, I'm thankful that I'm able to get up and dress my own self and, go about my day. But that don't take away my pain. That don't take away my depressions at times. That don't take away my, whatever it is, my anxiety that I'm going through. Just because I realize and know that other people's worse than I am, and just because I'm thankful that I'm not any worse, that don't take away what I'm feeling and going through. And, when your children are always on you, when your children are always on you about your situations, let me pause you and bring the camera back up. So when your children are always on you and, it's like they're trying to get you to quit. Like if you changed your mindset and what you say, that you're not going to be hurting anymore. I don't know. I don't know what to say or what to do, really. I know I'm wore out. I'm hurting. I've had a lot of stress on me since my son's been here. There's been a lot of other things happening along the way. I feel guilty. I live in guilt about my situation, and that I don't go places with my husband, and I, don't go to church with him, and don't go see my mom, and, I live in guilt. And you might say, well, if you're living in guilt, then change it. I try to change it. I try to make myself get out and go and do these things that I know I should do. And I can't make myself do it. I had a phone conversation with my primary care provider Monday, I believe it was, talking about whether I needed therapy or not, because that was another thing. My son thinks I need therapy, that I need to see a psychiatrist or a therapist or a counselor or somebody because of my anxiety and me staying in the house all the time. And I've never really talked to my primary caregiver but since I've switched doctors. I mean, she knew that she knows I have anxiety. She knows I've dealt with depression. She knows I'm taking some. I mean, she gave it to me. She knows I'm taking something for it. But to just really talk to her about it since I've been switched to this doctor, I haven't. So last week, being Thanksgiving, I messaged her over our website and told her a little bit about it, about my son thinking I need therapy because I don't get out and go anywhere. And I told her a little bit about how I, stay home and stuff like that. And so she set up an appointment, a telephone call appointment for last Monday, and she called me and we talked, and she said that, the ideal thing and what their goal they shoot for is that a person can get out at least once a week and go to the grocery store, even if they don't, talk to anybody. Just get out and go to the grocery store, maybe go to church or whatever. And I told her, I said, I've tried. I try. And I just, to get out, when I get out to go to the doctor, just does me in. And I said, my son thinks I need a therapist or counselor. And she said, that she would recommend a counselor, maybe a telecounselor, someone that would do it over the phone so I wouldn't have to go to the office. But the more we talked, and I told her, I said, but I'm happy at home. I said, I used to be just as bad about when I couldn't leave the house as I am about when I have to leave it now. I used to, if I couldn't go somewhere, if I had to stay home 3 days, I was nearly crazy wanting to get out and go somewhere. I said, now I finally got to the place that I like being at home, and I'm happy at home. Home is my happy place. I feel safe. I feel secure. It's my happy place. And when I have to leave it, it causes anxiety. And so we talked a little bit more, and I won't be 65 until April next year. And so we talked about it, and she said, well, let's just wait until you turn 65, get you on Medicare, see what we can do, and, we'll go from there. And maybe, because my insurance probably wouldn't pay for a telecounseling. I don't know. My insurance is not the best. But so at this point, since my birthday is only like 5 months away, a little less than 5 months away, well, 5 months away, it's not the 12th yet. She said, let's just keep it like it is right now. And after my birthday and I get settled on Medicare, we'll talk more about the counseling part. Sometimes I do wish I had someone that wasn't connected with me that I could talk to. Um, you know, I would I don't talk to a family member or someone that I have contact with, which would only be my online friends because that's the only contact I have besides my immediate family. Um, Sometimes I wished I did have someone I could talk to, but yet the thought of talking to someone I don't know brings anxiety. So what do you do? What do you do? You know, you just can't win for losing. I don't know. I just don't know. But anyway, that's enough of me and my illnesses and afflictions and disorders and whatever else you would like to call it. That's enough of me. I've got little Caden changed, and this is what he will be in until his next time with Mommy. He's so cute. But I forgot to do the shout out, guys. I have a shout out today that I want to shout out, and I will have her link in the title. The channel name is Noni's Reborn Nursery. She started her YouTube channel back in October of 2024. She don't have a whole lot. She has under 100 videos up. I think it was 80 something. I can't remember. For sure, I didn't write that down. But she only has 255 subscribers. She has some beautiful babies. She's pretty new, you know, considering that she hadn't put up very many videos. She's pretty new to doing videos and stuff like that. So, if you wouldn't mind, go over and check out Noni's Reborn Nursery. And if you're not already subscribed to her, subscribe and give her some YouTube love and let her know I sent you. So guys, I'm going to get off of here. I'm thinking I'm just going to lay back and read a little bit. Maybe watch some more videos. And hopefully I'll get to feeling better and can do the collaboration video later this evening. And maybe I'll feel well enough I can do the advent calendar along with that video. That, you know, in that video, I don't know. We shall see. I love this little baby boy. That's another thing, guys. How do you stop buying? How do you stop buying dolls when you love them? This little man is just, I just love his silicone. I love the feel of it. He's just awesome. I'm dreading having to put him away. I want to just continue. But then when I get the next doll, I feel the same way. That how much I love it for a different reason, maybe. And then when it's time to put it up, I dread having to put it up. But he is just adorable. He's just adorable. And I need help. I need a counselor about buying so many dolls. I need a therapist. Oh, it's so hard not to buy. Oh, I forgot to clip his little passy on him. We'll be lost it. He don't use it a lot. It's mainly there just for the looks. Every now and then I'll stick it in his mouth for just a few minutes, but then I like to see his full face and mouth and I take it back out. That's him without it. His has a little nipple on it. And that's him with it. He's adorable both ways, but I love to see his little complete face and mouth, so I don't leave it in there very much. Mama's beautiful little baby boy. All right, guys. I'm going to let you go. I'll snuggle with Caden before I have to put him away about 5 o'clock this afternoon. I'm also going to snuggle with Banks a little bit, because he is totally adorable. Look at that little man. Tell me he ain't adorable. He is totally adorable. I love his little smile. He is awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. I hope you enjoyed this train wreck of a Rockin' with Becca, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I will see you in the next one. Bye.